What are you most excited about right now? Like in your work, what are you this is the stuff I'm the most excited about right now.
That's easy.
Your face just changed too, by the way, when I asked you.
It's easy.
Yeah.
So we published a year ago on the cover of Nature magazine, which is the highlight of any scientist's career, that we could reset the age of a complex tissue. We chose the mouse's eye. We let mice get old and blind, and we reprogrammed their eye using these 3 genes. They're called O, S, and K for short.
Yeah.
And we turned the age back 80%, and they were able to see again. And so what we're talking about is having found that there's a reset switch in the body to be young again. And the information in the body to be young is still there. So theoretically, you could take someone who's 100 years old and reset their body to be young again. Now, the exciting thing is we've been doing clinical trials, preclinical trials, and there's no apparent downside to this yet.
Oh my God.
Isn't that great?
No, that's incredible.
Yeah. And so I went home that day and I said, hey, we've cured blindness. And my family went, yeah, can you just unpack the dishwasher? That was a sad day. That's when I knew I could never impress my family. I eat healthy. I try to skip meals. I also take supplements. And in fact, most of my colleagues are in the field of aging, or anti-aging as people call it. So I take NMN every morning.
What is NMN?
So about 20 years ago, Lenny Guarente and a team of us at MIT discovered a set of genes that controls aging in yeast cells. And those genes are called sirtuins. And what they do is they protect all organisms on the planet from deterioration and disease. They're like the Pentagon. They sense when we're hungry, sense when we're exercising, and they send out the troops to defend us. So when you put more of these genes into a yeast cell or a mouse, they'll live longer. And so we think that these genes are responsible for the effects of dieting and exercise, which is great. What that means is we can now mimic that with molecules. So NMN is one of those molecules, so is resveratrol. You can think of resveratrol as the accelerator pedal for the sirtuin genes, and the NMN is the fuel. And without fuel, resveratrol won't work, so NMN is the gas in the car. If anyone listening has heard of NMN, not to be confused with M&Ms, NMN is a precursor to NAD that we showed can improve health in animals. That is showing to improve health in people, lowering blood pressure, lowering triglycerides, lowering cholesterol, and even showing improvements in endurance. That is human data. That's published. So we're already at the point where we've translated from mouse to human.
NAD, like you just mentioned, is the molecule we're trying to upregulate in the body and create more of.
NAD is good for you for a variety of reasons. We make half the levels that we did when we were 20 by the time you're my age, 55. The less NAD you have, the worse aging seems to tick. And the theory is that by raising NAD back up to a 20-year-old's levels, now these sirtuins have the ability to slow aging, repair cells, and lower inflammation. And that's why we take NMN to get our natural defenses against aging back up to what they were when we were young.